Chapter 10. The speed of one's thinking. It is now well known that the feature that distinguishes man from all other life growing and thriving on the earth is his capacity to think. But thought is found in creatures and plants too, albeit in embryo. Man distinguishes himself from all others by the speed of his thinking. Footnote on the speed of one's thinking. See also, ew, I have a tick on me. Get off of me. See also Book 2, Chapter 29, Why Nobody Can See God. Back at the beginning, the speed of man's thinking most closely approximated God's. With a certain lifestyle could increase and even surpass the divine. At least that was the way our parent wanted it. If man's speed of thinking had attained the level of the divine, man could even now be creating a living, harmonious world on other planets. The whole question of the significance of the speed of one's thinking is the greatest of the secrets guarded by the priests. They did their utmost to eliminate even expressions referring to it from the language. Wow. Perhaps you have heard such expressions such as slow-witted or with you it takes a long time to sink in. What is the meaning here? It means that it is difficult or boring to talk with someone whose thought operates at a lower speed. All people living on the earth have varying speeds of thinking. The differences may or may not be significant. A significant superiority in the speed of thinking may enable one man to conquer a great many people, even entire nations. Imagine that 1 million people are given a specific problem in arithmetic to work out. The one who can think at a faster rate than the others will be the first to come up with the solution. He may solve the problems 10 seconds faster than the rest, or 20 or 30 seconds or a minute, or even 10 minutes faster. We learn from this simple example that one person may know the answer 10 minutes earlier than the rest. 10 minutes before the other 999. He will learn something new and acquire knowledge faster than the rest. This arithmetic example may seem harmless enough, but now let's imagine that all the people on the earth are given a problem that takes thousands of years to solve. They begin to work on it. But one man has 3 times the speed of thinking than the others. That means he will know the immediate decisions of mankind before everybody else. What takes humanity 900 years to work out, he will solve in just 300 years. That means for 600 years, he will be in a position to control and direct the actions of everybody else. He will be able to reveal to someone the correct intermediate decision which will help him further his goal, or alternatively, give someone a false hint, thereby throwing him backward. Or, what would even be easier for him, give the wrong clue to everybody at the same time, driving them all to a dead end, and then later make a discovery in front of everyone and, in other words, rule over them. As far back as 7,000 years ago, the priests realized the tremendous advantages available to any man who possessed a higher speed of thinking than all the rest. They took it upon themselves to significantly widen the gap. They tried to increase the distance between their own thinking and that of others by using special exercises, but they failed to achieve any significant difference in those times. And so they thought up a system which would slow down the thinking of every child coming into the world. The system they inculcated, kept improving over the millennia and is still operating today. Take a close look at the lifestyle of the majority of people of our time. If you analyze it, you will see the multitude of efforts directed at stopping the operation of your thought. Anastasia began revealing the priest's secrets to people. She told about how even a small child should not be distracted from what he is doing. In other words, the operation of his thought should not be stopped. She showed you a series of exercises aimed at accelerating a child's thought. She told about how education, as we see it, begins with the correct presentation of questions to the child. When a child is presented with a question, his thought begins to search for the answer and thereby gains more and more momentum. This means that the speed of his thinking is increasing minute by minute, and by the time he is 11, it will be many, many times faster than that of someone raised under a system designed to slow thought down. Let us take a look at what is happening in the world today. Right from his mother's womb, a child is surrounded by artificial objects. Any object is the embodiment of somebody's thought. So the child is presented with somebody else's thought, a primitive thought at that, a rattle, for example. A child just a little older is given a doll or a mechanical toy car. Children love to play, but they are still dependent on others. So they play with what others present to them. Think about the difference, Vladimir. Your daughter, when she was little, kept shaking her rattle and later got interested in dolls. Your son, on the other hand, the one Anastasia bore you, also likes to play, as all children do. But what he played with was a squirrel, a wolf, a bear, a snake, and a lot of other creatures made by the Creator. Now compare the two. Only be sure to picture to yourself the degree of discrepancy in the speed of thinking between the one who created the child's rattle or doll and the one, with a capital O, who created the squirrel. So it turns out that one child comes into contact with an object comprising a primitive thought, while the other communicates with an object created by God. This vast discrepancy between the objects the children communicate with means that the speed of their thinking will be vastly different. One of them will have a greater speed of thinking. You yourself can guess which one. When children in your society begin to talk, you determine for them what they can do and what they cannot. Children are persuaded, in effect, that they should not think for themselves, and that everything is already decided for them. This means they don't have to think. All they have to do is follow somebody else's thoughts. When children go to school, a teacher stands before them and explains the essence of things, along with the rules of conduct and order of the universe. The teacher not only explains, he demands that the children think the same way as someone else has thought. And once again, this serves to slow down the development of the children's thinking speed. Or, to put it more precisely, children are prohibited from thinking independently. In your schools, the most important subject, the one designed to increase the speed of children's thinking, is missing from the syllabus. The most important subject is replaced by a whole lot of other subjects aimed at slowing down the children's existing speed of thinking.